Hello, everybody, and welcome back. BJ here from BJ Drinks Beer. Got another NA for you today, an NA IPA from Sierra Nevada. This one's called Trail Pass. See what we got here. Contains less than 0.5, the standard. See, we got 95 calories, 20 grams of carbs, 1 gram protein, no grams fat. And this one, apparently, the way it was explained to me, this one is made differently than your typical NA beer. This one, usually they make the beer and then remove the alcohol. Don't ask me how. I'm not a magician. Um, but with this one, they brew it like a normal beer, except they use a strain of yeast that doesn't produce. It only produces trace amounts of alcohol. So that's the way it was explained to me. That could be correct. I don't know. But yeah, let's get into it. After that Lagunitas yesterday, I wanted a good West Coast IPA, and I had a feeling that this would be exactly what I was going for. All right, so it's got a light behind that. Ooh. All right, yeah, nice and clear, no haze there, as you would expect. um, on the nose, it smells like an NA IPA. In the aroma, though, you're definitely picking up the hop bitterness, and that's what I'm in it for right now. Let's give it a try. Okay, yeah. Um, not bitter enough to burn your tongue off, but it's got a decent enough bitterness to it. It's the best representation of a West Coast non-alcoholic IPA that I've come across so far. Yeah, pretty easy drinking. It tastes the most like an actual beer, but out of any of the NAs that I've had. But at the same time, there's still that something missing, if you know what I mean. Definitely hits the spot though. I was like I said, I was craving something a little hoppier, something a little bitter, and this is doing the trick. It's going to be 3 weeks until I can have a real West Coast IPA. So I'm really glad that craft brands nowadays are going this route and putting out different non-alcoholic versions of what they would normally be making. Um, yeah, a lot of variety out there, a lot of good stuff to be had. If you're enjoying this video or finding it, let me try that again. If you're enjoying this video or finding it helpful or informative, that didn't sound right. One more time. If you're enjoying this video or finding it helpful or informative, why don't you go ahead and drop a like? It helps with the algorithm and it makes me smile. And while you're at it, why don't you give me a follow? My name is BJ Drinks Beer, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you've had this one, why don't you go ahead and drop a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it? If this one sounds good, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Excuse. If you're looking for this one, I can help you there. This one is available at Joe Canals in Marlton and probably a ton of other places, but specifically Joe Canals in Marlton. Rating. This one is everything you would want out of an NA West Coast IPA. Great flavor, decent bitterness to it. Uh, it's not the same. It's not satisfying, but it's one of the more satisfying that I've come across. I'm going to give this one 4 out of 5. Um, it's the best West Coast that I've come across by far. Wait, have I had any? I haven't had any other West Coast. So okay, it's the only West Coast non-alcoholic IPA that I've had, but it sets the bar. This is definitely going to be a tough one to beat. There's one, maybe two more that I have planned for this month, non-alcoholic West Coast IPAs. So definitely looking forward to trying them. Um, you have not had anything from Sierra Nevada, I definitely recommend you check out some of what they do. Their pale ale, if you're a drinker, I don't know how you haven't come across their pale ale yet. Great stuff. Very solid West Coast style pale ale. Torpedo, haven't had it in a while. I remember I didn't like it, but my taste buds have matured quite a bit since then. So it might be something to give a try in the future. But yeah, hazy little thing. They're killing it with that right now. Again, I haven't had that one in a really long time. I try to stick with the local brands. Um, don't really do a lot of out of state beer, especially not anything this far out of state. But yeah, if you haven't had anything from Sierra Nevada, go ahead and check them out. And I'm gonna watch wrestling now, so that's all I got for this time. Until next time, cheers.